A very experienced Toastmaster, and Sheila Norman is going to give her icebreaker again. So no introduction because she will be introducing herself. Please let me welcome Sheila Norman.
She skipped the title of my speech. Meet us. Did you ever get the idea that maybe you were more than one person? Because it's happened to me, and it's not just because I'm a Gemini. You see, I have these different roles, and at some point in time, these roles, they become you, don't they? It's the lawyer. Now, doesn't that put a picture in people's minds? And frankly, I'm way more fun than just a plain old lawyer. I'm also a Toastmaster. Now that's more fun than being a lawyer, isn't it? And sometimes I'm a belly dancer, which is even more fun. And at one point in time, that's how I live my life. I try to keep everything in its box. It was the lawyer box, and the Toastmaster box, and the belly dancer box, and I thought I had to be really careful to make sure that all of us stayed in our boxes. But you know what I discovered? That doesn't work. I learned it from Judge Lenderman one day when I was belly dancing. And I could see Judge Lenderman standing there watching with that facial expression that says, "I'm sure I know you, but I have no idea how." Because I looked so different and behaved so differently in my belly dancer persona, he didn't recognize me. And I remember him distinctly because you always remember your very first judge. Even if he doesn't recognize you when you're in your belly dance costume. And it was kind of interesting because I saw him in a hearing about a month later, and I saw the light bulb go off. Ding! And he realized for the first time that I was in fact the same person. But think about this. I was admitted to the bar in June of 1990. For 20-some years of my life, I wasn't a lawyer. But I'm still the same person I was. I don't recommend law school as a personality development tool. Because in many ways, they intentionally make you into a different person, or at least they try their hardest. But it's really just me. And I find it hard to believe that I didn't become a Toastmaster until February of 2014. And I think some of the people in this room saw my first icebreaker. Anybody remember my first icebreaker? Of course not. But think about that. I can't imagine my life at this point without Toastmasters and the people that I've met through Toastmasters, because that has made me into a different and better Toastmaster and person. And then of course there's belly dancing, and I can't tell you when I started belly dancing, because when I started I didn't realize how important it was going to be. And I have learned some really important things from belly dancing. For instance, it is possible to make a complete and utter fool of yourself and survive. And nothing bad happens. It feels really crappy at the time. I'll admit that. I did not enjoy it. But it's really freeing to learn that life doesn't end when you make a fool of yourself. It just keeps right on rolling along. And most of the people, the next day they forgot. You're still remembering that day and the next day and for several days thereafter. And the next time you get ready to go out on stage, boy, do you remember then. It's like the roller coaster. Even I'm really afraid of heights. I'll speak in front of people all day long. Don't put me on a roller coaster. And the next time I had to go on stage after that one awful event, it was like the roller coaster. Click, 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 click. And you know what's going to happen when it stops clicking. But you still hate that clicking. And the next thing you know, you were going down that hill so fast and you were thinking, how did I get here? Why did I do this to myself again? And then a few seconds later, you forget because you were completely caught up in the moment. You have no choice. People are staring at you, and they're going to keep on staring at you no matter what you do. So you might as well find something fun and entertaining to do while they're looking at you. I'm a lawyer. I'm a Toastmaster. I'm a belly dancer, and I am so much more, but it's just me, Madam Toastmaster.
Nice to meet you again.